See? I told you this whole thing would still fit.
I don't know why you even still have those old rags. Didn't you wear that to high school prom?
Hey, look, I know fashion, alright? And trust me, everything comes back into style eventually.
Buddy, I think that little number is being left safely in the past. God, I think you're dating a fashion model.
Hey, dating is a strong word, alright? You know, you haven't really made it official yet.
Pete, you are a severely dehydrated man, and I have led you to a watering hole. Take a freaking drink already.
Look, things in my life are just complicated right now.
Complicated? What are you even talking about?
Well, for starters, we got attacked by a giant lizard monster on our second date.
What happens in Florida stays in Florida.
Look, I like her. She's great. I mean, wonderful personality. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for a committed relationship yet.
Well, buddy, all I've got to tell you is that you'd better figure it out soon. Because a girl like that isn't just going to sit around and wait for you to make up your mind. Keep the change.
Hey there, Tiger. Looking snazzy. Vintage?
What can I say? I'm a classy guy. But you look...
Fabulous. Thanks. It's a gift.
You can't argue with that. How are you, Liz?
Fantastic, Petey. I have been just dying to try this place out. Haven't I, Harry?
Oh, yeah. There's been quite a lot of yapping the last few weeks.
I wasn't aware this was going to be so special. I hadn't even heard of the place before.
The Mirage, is it?
You got it, girl. It's the most exciting place in Manhattan right now. A real spin on the whole dinner with a show vibe. It's like a 5-star restaurant, but the courses are connected with a murder mystery show.
Huh. Interesting.
Sounds like my kind of shindig.
Then let's waste no more time. Come along, madame.
Oh, Hair Bear, you are just so ridiculous. You know that?
After you? Wow, Liz, you weren't kidding. This place sure is something.
I've seen Malibu mansions that are more modest than this joint.
Oh, I know. Isn't it just great? Harry, isn't this just great?
It sure is, babe. Could we get a bottle of wine? Something high-end, Red?
You know me already, Mr. Osborn.
Oh, I think it's starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, lovers and friends, tonight I do indeed thank you profusely for joining us on this evening of excitement and mystery. What you will witness tonight will be that of Shakespeare, of Steinbeck, of Tolstoy.
A little high on himself, isn't he?
Hush now, dear. The big man is talking.
Our story is that of endearment, of whimsy and wonder, but no less of excitement, of passion, of the unexpected. Twists, turns, smoke, and mirrors. Prepare for...
Is this part of the show?
What's happening, Harry?
I don't know.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's all try and stay calm. I'll phone the authorities and... All right, nobody move! Officer, please. What is the meaning of this aggression? Zip it, Bradbury! You and everyone here are gonna need to cooperate. This just became a crime scene. Crime scene? But surely you don't mean to imply that someone here deliberately... I imply nothing, Buster. Somebody here just committed a murder, and we intend to find out who.
Well, I guess we got ourselves a show. Just maybe not the excitement we were looking for. It's strange. My spider sense would have alerted me if there was any danger, but it doesn't seem to have been a direct attack. There's no visible gun or stab wounds, at least not from here.
Pete?
Huh?
I was just saying, hell of a night out, huh?
Not exactly my idea of a party.
Yeah, dinner with the side of homicide. My favorite.
Harry! You shouldn't joke about these things. It's serious.
Sorry, you're right. I've never been part of a crime scene before.
I just don't get how it could have happened.
Well, I'm sure the authorities will have it covered.
The Jokers got here fast enough. There was barely time for someone to give them a buzz.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask him some questions.
Pete, this isn't a game of Clue. There's no need to go all Magnum PI and yeah, he's gone. Why do I even bother?
Excuse me, officers. I was just wondering if there was any information you could give us regarding the murder. Maybe a cause of death?
Oh yeah? What's it do you?
Well, nothing really. It's just concerned citizen is all.
Oh, concerned citizen, eh? Well, that's all fine and dandy, but we're the detectives here. Keep your concern to yourself there, kid.
Well, look, if you helped us out here, it might shed some light on your investigation.
What, are you slow? I said scram, kid!
Find out anything, Sherlock?
Oh, yes, you're very funny. No, I didn't. Officer Barbrady over there kept it pretty tight-lipped. I don't even know why he was so hostile about a couple harmless questions.
Okay, you're officially being stupid. They don't want some random college twerp sniffing around their crime scene, Pete.
Then why keep us here? I mean, they could always get our information and call us in later. We're not being questioned. They're hardly doing anything as is. I mean, this can't be protocol. Look at that guy over there. I've been watching him for the last, 10 minutes. He's just been taking photos of the same few things. Same angle, same everything. It's like he's on a loop. Just wasting time.
I guess it is a little odd that no one's asked us anything.
Yeah, I'm honestly kinda bored.
We just saw someone die, babe. I can stomach a little boredom.
No!
Hey, didn't I tell you already, kid? Back off and let us do our job.
Yeah, because you're doing a real phenomenal job so far. Alright, that's twice now that someone's died in this place. And this time it happened on your watch.
And we fully intend to get to the bottom of it, but...
Intend? So this is New York's finest, huh? You intend. Maybe if you weren't too busy pushing donuts, you could push a damn lead already.
Uh-oh. Okay, Pete, show's over. Time to sit down.
Hey, keep talking like that and see if you won't end up getting charged with insubordination. Unhand that citizen, fool officer. Just who the hell are you supposed to be? My name, as you'll no doubt never forget, is Beckham T. Quint. I'm a private eye, charged with solving mysteries that no one else dares solve. Or rather, mysteries that no one else can solve. Ah, jeez. No! This case is supposed to be under our jurisdiction, pal! Apologies, my dear constable, but I cannot stand by any longer and sanction this buffoonery. No. Once more, it must depend upon myself and my seldom outmatched deductive reasoning to uncover the truth that lies here.
Okay, let's chill out for a second, Mr. Holmes.
These idiots are wasting our time.
Hey, maybe let's try and stick a cork in it? We don't know what's going on here, and I'd rather you save your pretty face.
MJ, listen to me. We're gonna get out of here, alright? Nothing bad is gonna happen to us.
Shutterbug, that's really sweet, but you can't...
MJ, I promise you that I'm gonna keep you safe.
Aha! I've got it!
What?
As if there were ever any doubt. I've solved this mystery! It was but a simple matter, really. Upon brief observation, I noticed that the first victim bore no obvious signs of physical harm. But to the contrary, I also noticed that our second victim bore quite obvious signs of physical harm. What I deduced from this? That the former must have been a pawn in a grander, more sinister scheme, and that the latter was a personal kill. And it was through this line of logic that I first arrived at my prime suspect, the chef! I don't know what he's talking about! Oh, but don't you! You may have tricked these officers of your innocence, feigning ignorance, obscuring the truth. But I saw right through you! But why? Why would he do it? I am so glad you've asked, my dear boy. Why do we do anything in this wretched mortal plane? Passion. Passion of obsession, of expression, but most of all, of love. The one thing all of us can count on. A person's greatest strength, and often, in the case of our poor culinarian, our greatest weakness. The dear waitress taken from this mortal plane far too soon. You loved her, didn't you? You loved her, and yet you could not have her. Could you? You tried. Oh, how you tried. But to no avail. For she had already fallen for another. Our first victim, the man who started this whole affair. She had fallen for her peer, and thus she rejected you. A tragic story. But it couldn't end there. No. After your confession, you just couldn't take no for an answer. And you certainly couldn't live with yourself. Not while their love persisted. So, you sought to end that beautiful, harmonious humdrum of the beating heart that we call love. You took care of the mistress's lover, and then her. Perhaps you poisoned the first, but in the end, it didn't matter. He never mattered, but he stood in your way, and for that, he had to pay. And then, what you had once coveted, stabbed in the back, as she had done to you. It's true! I couldn't live without her! I admit it! I confess! I thought it was the only way I could live with myself! But I was wrong. I committed an atrocity for my own peace of mind! A devastating story. I only pray that you someday find some semblance of clarity. Someday.
God, talk about a mess. I didn't even understand half of that.
I don't get how he stabbed the girl without anyone seeing. How did he think he was gonna get away with that?
This whole thing feels like a bad soap opera.
Yeah, it does. The random murders, the way the police got here so quickly, the procedure, this detective guy, the convoluted explanation. Oh, now I got you.
There you have it, officers. The truth. The real truth. We can finally put this case to rest. Yet another mystery put to bed by Beckham T. Quint.
Evening, folks. Eventful night?
Spider-Man! I'm afraid you've arrived a bit too late. The mystery has already been solved!
Yeah, you almost had me for a minute there. Almost. Can I give you a bit of advice? Maybe next time, don't go so obvious with the color palette, Quint. Or, should I say...
Always have to spoil my fun, Spider-Man!
I know, Mysterio, but I really had to pee, and I didn't want to wait for intermission, and now it's time to pack up and get you back to your cozy little cell at Rikers.
Should you wish to take Spider-Man, you'll have to do so by force.
Alright, for real, come on. Haven't we had enough of the theatrics at this point?
You've simply no taste in entertainment.
Now, I know you were a little sore about it, but prison isn't that bad. I'll even get you a cell right next to Camille, and I bet he'd respect the whole actor thing.
My tech knowledge goes well beyond that fool's childish masks.
You know, it was really the name that gave it away. Beckham T. Quint, Quentin Beck. I mean, I know you're no Agatha Christie, but can't we be a little bit more original?
Don't miss the final curtain call, Spider-Man!
You know, I have been practicing my closing monologue. Please, save your applause until the end, citizens.
Come before me, Spider-Man! Face me in glorious battle!
You know what I love about you, Mysterio? It's that I don't even need my spider sense with how utterly predictable you are.
No!
Ah, sorry, did you just have that polished? Please, tell me that you're the real deal this time.
There you are.
Where'd you wander off to, Tiger? I turned around and you were in the wind.
Sorry, but you know, duty calls.
Does Jameson know how often you put your life in danger?
He threatens my life pretty regularly, so I'm used to it at this point. But still, hell of a night, right?
I got a bit more excitement than I wanted.
At least it was all an illusion. Can't believe Mysterio went through all this effort for one crappy show.
I don't know. We got a first row seat to see Spider-Man in action. Wasn't so bad.
First time?
Next time we should really think about staying inside and watching a movie.
And miss all the fun? You're out of your mind, Romeo.
See, I promised you everything would turn out alright, didn't I?
That you did. Just pinky promise you'll run with us next time Spider-Man and his friends try to crash our date?
Ah, sorry, but no can do. I graduated from the Watson School of Chasing Excitement.
Whatever will I do with you?
Come on, lovebirds. I never got my dinner. What say we hightail it to the nearest diner?
Seconded.
Hear, hear.
You know, Petey, I wonder how Spider-Man got here so quickly. Do you think he was in the audience?
You know, Spidey has a knack for sniffing out trouble. I'm sure he was just in the neighborhood.
I offer my sincerest gratitude to you for having me for dinner, Mr. Manfredi. I hope you'll understand that in my current situation, venturing out into the public eye would be quite unwise.
But of course, Doctor. I wouldn't exactly consider myself a fan of the public eye either. People have a tendency to stare.
In that I can relate. But of course, as I'm sure you've no doubt already deduced, I did not come here to catch up. Admittedly, I have little interest in the dealings of the criminal underworld, lest it benefit my own projects, of course. However, recently, there's been a what you might call an opportunity.
I believe I know what you mean. There's been whispers that there's been a change in the guard. A new kingpin.
Precisely. And it will only be a matter of time before all of the families, every gang and two-bit thug alike, will be fighting for the top. I seek to expedite that process, though to a quicker and far less bloody conclusion.
Elaborate.
The crime families have always held a firm grip on the criminal underworld. Yourself, Kingsley, Lincoln, Hammerhead, but there has to be someone at the top of the pyramid.
And you seek to stand at the top.
Indeed. However, my plans are a bit more calculated. I seek to form an alliance. If we unite the crime families under a collective, few would be strong enough or foolish enough to test our combined strengths. And, as a benefit, every aspiring mobster, every gangster and goon will fall right in line.
You said it yourself, Doctor. You have no interest in the dealings of the crime families. What changed?
I consider myself an opportunist, Mr. Manfredi. Having collective control over the criminal underworld, and, in turn, a share in the revenues, I would have the power, the authority, and the funds to conduct my own business however I see fit.
So you would. Assuming I'm buying what you're selling, there's one problem. The so-called heroes of New York. We may be stronger united, but even with our combined forces, I don't know if it'd be enough against the likes of them.
The heroes of New York, though many, aren't of a particular concern to me. The likes of Iron Man, the Fantastic Four, their interests lie on greater matters. As for the vigilantes, one does stick out as being a particular problem. I believe you've had your own encounters with him over the years.
Spider-Man. Yes, he's proved himself to be a considerable threat to my operation in the past.
I, of course, have had my own run-ins with him. Perhaps it's for that reason that I see him as being more of a threat than the likes of Daredevil. He is certainly of concern.
I agree.
Fortunately, I have a contingency in mind to take care of Spider-Man. That is, of course, if you're interested in my offer.
Consider myself intrigued, Doctor.
Then we have much to discuss. But first, a toast to a lucrative, prosperous future, and to the death of the so-called amazing Spider-Man.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep 'cause my bed's on